East versus West 11, all matches. There were lots and lots of exciting moments. We'll discuss them. IMERIC PRADINES versus Robbie TOPIE left arm super match. The start off to an amazing event. IMERIC PRADINES with clean, fast top roll wins. Robbie TOPIE didn't have much to offer in return. There was some moments for Robbie. I think he got one win on fouls probably. But then after that, it was over. IMERIC PRADINES had too much pronation going on. Robbie did show us something. He did put the brakes on in one round with a flop press. That's when IMERIC PRADINES fouled out. But apart from that, there wasn't anything going on from Robbie's side. IMERIC PRADINES, your winner in the first super match. This event was amazing. Most of the matches were left-handed. I think 6 world title matches. Right arm matches were also amazing. The second match was Vala ICHQITI versus NURDAULET AIDARKHAN. Vala got an amazing, fast, explosive pin over NURDAULET AIDARKHAN. NURDAULET hit sideways, nothing moved. I thought this match is over, but Vala got maybe gassed out, maybe NURDAULET adjusted. After that, we saw 3 clear flash pins from NURDAULET AIDARKHAN. That man is on a mission. He dominated the 75 kg class when he didn't see much competition there and couldn't cut weight. He stepped up to the heavier weight class and got the job done here as well. He pinned the guy, Vala ICHQITI, faster and better than David Samushia, the current defending champion, did. Too much side pressure, too much cupping, too much pronation. Just went sideways with a high hook kind of a move and got the job done 3 times in a row. Once again, I'll repeat, defeated Vala ICHQITI faster and better than David Samushia after being stonewalled by him in the first round. MARCIO Barboza versus OLEG PATRENKO. I thought the versatility of MARCIO is going to be way too much, but I was wrong. The top roll, the pronation, the hand of OLEG PATRENKO proved to be way too much for MARCIO Barboza. He did not have any answer to that basically, except for many flying elbow fouls. MARCIO lost, I think, a couple of rounds on elbow fouls. Even the final time, he won on elbow fouls and he was moving before the referee said ready, go as well. So there wasn't much that MARCIO can do in this match except for being top rolled by him again and again while trying to set the hook and even while trying to top roll him. So the match was over, 3-0. OLEG ZHOKH versus AVTANDIL TUTBERIDZE. The young 19-year-old Georgian did put the brakes on OLEG in this open arm top roll position in the first round. We thought we may be able to see something exciting here, but no, OLEG had other plans. The guy has only been top rolled twice in his entire life and today was not the third time. He was not planning on being top rolled by a 19-year-old champion who is a WAF champion in a higher weight category than himself. So after that, OLEG started consuming AVTANDIL's hand completely. He started climbing over it, too much cupping, too much pronation, vertical forearm. He basically had everything that you would want in an arm wrestling match. But there were some moments where Vala was able to stop him with an open arm like this as well, which was impressive. But still, man, you cannot beat OLEG ZHOKH with the top roll. You have to have an inside game to beat him and you need to be fast with a shoulder commitment. That's the only way. Wow, what a match. Daniel PROCOPCUIC versus MINDAUGAS Terasitis. MINDAUGAS got absolutely stonewalled by Daniel PROCOPCUIC in the first rounds. He curled him in. MINDAUGAS usually top rolls him and arm wrestles. Daniel PROCOPCUIC beat him like this, but this time he curled him in, stonewalled him, absolutely stonewalled him in the first couple of rounds. We thought it was over. Daniel was trash talking against MINDAUGAS in the first round, but then MINDAUGAS adjusted. The strategy that he was talking about, he implemented that perfectly. He took the hand off Daniel PROCOPCUIC and he did these side pressure movements with his entire body. So usually what he used to do was just trying to go sideways with his elbow planted. This time he was sliding his elbow all the way from the right side of the pad to the left side of the pad multiple times with his entire body. That's how he got Daniel out of this position, slowly but steadily and surely. That's how he got him out, and that's exactly how he pinned him 4 times in a row after that. Complete domination. I have never seen Daniel PROCOPCUIC look that helpless against anyone. There was literally nothing he could do after that. MINDAUGAS Terasitis was even coaching Engin Terzi mid-matches. He was teaching Engin how he was doing stuff. He was asking for validation as well for in a couple of rounds. In the final rounds, Daniel went sideways like this. He had no pronation. He had no cupping. Probably the worst arm wrestling position in the world. He couldn't do anything. He tried to go straight to the flop press. He tried to hook. Nothing was working. Masterclass from MINDAUGAS Terasitis, the goat of arm wrestling. And he said that, yeah, I'm probably the strongest pound for pound arm wrestler in the world. He prepared for this match. He told everyone that he's going to shock the world. The most serious arm wrestler got the job done. 4-2. Then after that, Zurab TAVBERIDZE versus ARTEM TAINOV, the first mismatch of the card. Who got dominated? By who? Well, Zurab TAVBERIDZE, unfortunately for the Georgians and Zurab's fans, got dominated by ARTEM TAINOV. Great day for the Babkin team. I'll let you know why. But ARTEM TAINOV's side pressure, he was just crashing down on Zurab's left arm and he was flash pinning him. There were some lucky times when Zurab got the straps by the referees, but then even inside the straps, ARTEM TAINOV was looking him into the eyes, staring him with his wrist being taken, and then he just flash pinned him multiple times. Total domination, absolutely nothing that Zurab TAVBERIDZE can do. I thought that TAINOV may need to press to finish the match against Zurab, but no, it was not needed. IRAKLI ZIRAKASHVILI versus Paul LINN. 3-0 dominant victory from IRAKLI. Paul tried different things, but none of them worked. IRAKLI had too much pronation. He was able to stop a couple of surges of IRAKLI in the first round, but nothing after that. When he tried to top roll in the second one, didn't work. Hook didn't work in the first, top roll did work in the second. Third round, he went sideways like Todd Hutchings, didn't care about his wrist, cared a lot about his pronation. Looked good initially, probably the best round, but still a single surge pin from IRAKLI ZIRAKASHVILI. Unfortunately, Paul LINN is not Todd Hutchings. He is not Todd Hutchings. He doesn't have the side pressure that Todd has in that position. WAGNER BORTOLATO versus Matt Mask. WAGNER forced the hook on Matt in the first round, and that too from a defensive position. Hooked him, brought him back and pinned him to the side. After that, Matt made a comeback and he flash pinned him. He not really a flash pin, with 2-3 surges, he top rolled WAGNER BORTOLATO's wrist and his hand straight to the pad. We didn't see a crazy celebration like that, like we've used to of seeing from WAGNER, but he did entertain us a couple of times, even after losing, even after he almost or maybe really tore his bicep. But Matt was too much. WAGNER, I predicted WAGNER to win, thinking that WAGNER has a similar flop press, but he didn't have that and he couldn't get the job done. 3-1 for Matt. David Samushia versus Vladimir Myrov. First round, easy, fast pin from David Samushia in a hook in a side pressure move. We thought it's over, but then I'm saying Vala again. But then Vladimir Myrov was able to make a comeback. We saw maybe a 2-minute hook match. Absolute battle. A couple of minutes they went back and forth trying to hit sideways. But then Vladimir Myrov tired him out. He tired Samushia out and pinned him with a tricep press. That was probably the round of the night. Really, really amazing. Maybe second after Kurdecha versus Morozov. But then Samushia tired him out and then he ended up winning the match 4-1. Proved to be way too much. There wasn't really anything that Myrov can do after that. Samushia's endurance was too much. Myrov started top rolling Samushia towards the end and even cracked Samushia's wrist back. But Samushia went sideways just like Todd Hutchings without his wrist and he still got the job done. After that, in the final fifth round, Myrov got too much tired and he got flash pinned by David Samushia. So the defending champion, 7th title match win. Wow, this guy is the most dominant arm wrestler at East versus West. Rino Masic versus Ivan Matyushenko. Ivan with a flash pin in the first round. Ivan with a flash pin in the second round. Rino got the press going, but Ivan ripped it open and top rolled him towards the end. And that he did a couple of times in the first and second round. But third round, that's interesting. Rino Masic was able to get the shoulder in line and he was able to flash pin Ivan Matyushenko. Ivan was surprised to see that. And he really appreciated that afterwards, that Rino was able to flash pin him. In the final round, Rino stopped Ivan for about 3, 4, 5 seconds maybe. That was the most that anybody stopped him. Maybe that was the third round or the final round. Then that one flash pin was really impressive. Ivan even said after the match that if he tried that multiple times, maybe he could have done something. But in the end, Ivan Matyushenko proved to be way too experienced, way too strong for young Rino Masic, who was faster than Ivan. It's crazy. Rino was faster than Ivan in every single round. 4-1 Ivan Matyushenko still. Krasimir Kostadinov versus John Brzezinski. First round, John got a good hit. He brought Krasimir sideways, but then he got sucked in a hook. Krasi brought him back. There is no way that Krasimir was losing to John inside a hook. Second round, John hit a mini King's move inside the straps. Krasi lost his wrist, he flopped it to get to the straps. Inside the straps, John hit a mini King's move, which was working well, but then John stood up and got flash pinned in a hook. Third and final round, John was doing okay without the straps. Once again, this time it was a full King's move, straight arm King's move, which was working amazing by the way, but then once again, John got tired. He got turned palm over. He had to stand up and then he lost the match. Alijan Muratov versus Evgeny Prudnik. We probably haven't seen domination like that. Alijan Muratov with very fast side pressure hits that Prudnik cannot stop. In the first round, Alijan had to do 2 hits to get the pin. In the second round, 3 hits. We thought Prudnik is slowly stopping him. He's putting on the brakes like he did against Dadikyan and he's going to take the match. But from the third round, it went even more easier. Alijan just looked at him. He started trash talking him mid-round. And with single surges, he pinned him in the third and fourth round. Single surge pins. And there was trash talk and a stoppage before that. The only Kazakh arm wrestler that you're going to see is trash talk his opponent mid-match. Wow, total domination. People are avoiding this. Now there is a reason why Devon was saying that he's avoiding him. David Dadikyan versus Todd Hutchings. Well, something insane. We got it was really surprising to see what we actually saw in that match. First round was no surprise. Dadikyan kind of flash pinned Todd Hutchings. Todd tried to catch him. Usually Todd tries to slip, but he tried to catch him. Pinned by David Dadikyan, flash pin. Second round, Dadikyan got curled in a hook. Second foul from Dadikyan and Todd Hutchings beat him. Third round, once again Todd Hutchings curled him in a hook, but Dadikyan ripped open Todd Hutchings' hook. Insane power. Todd Hutchings had to elbow foul, but still even that elbow foul couldn't save him. Dadikyan took that round. Fourth round, Todd again stopped Todd Hutchings. Again stopped Dadikyan, but Dadikyan still ripped it open. He beat him in a hook one more time. Before that, he ripped it open again. Todd elbow foul. Even after restart, he ripped it open for multiple times and got the job done. So Todd was stopping him here and bringing him back and getting a tight offensive hook where Todd never loses against anyone. Even Devon had to bail out of that hook. But Dadikyan simply just ripped open Toddzilla's hook. This is something that we never thought we were going to see. And Dadikyan did it probably 4 times at least in that super match. 4-1 complete domination from David Dadikyan. One round he lost on elbow foul. Other than that, total domination. Artem Morozov versus Alex Kurdecha. First round was probably the round of the year. Best round of the year. That's simply amazing. Total back and forth without the straps. Morozov hooked Kurdecha but didn't get the job done from here. Kurdecha stopped Morozov near the pad, brought him back. Kurdecha stopped Morozov an inch from the pad, brought him back, finished with a tricep press. Needed 2-3 restarts, but absolutely amazing war. Couldn't describe it enough. Then second time Morozov got a good opening. This time he curled him in and switched to a tricep press. That's how he was able to beat. Before Kurdecha got behind his shoulder, Morozov did that, got the win, 1-1. Third round, Kurdecha was able to top roll Morozov's hand. He got him by one finger, but that was not enough. He had to bail out because Morozov got him by one finger. Then Alex Kurdecha forced a foul on Artem Morozov. Then Kurdecha flash pinned Morozov with a flop press. Nobody expected such a comeback from Kurdecha. Off the go, Kurdecha knew his hand is going to go. Just dropped him down with a flop press. Third round, clear top round win from Artem Morozov. Got the job done. Kurdecha was gassed out by this point. We thought it's over. By this time, it was 3-1 for Artem Morozov. But Kurdecha put the brakes on Morozov once again in the final round. But there was a restart, and after the restart, Morozov was quick enough, fast enough to just finish the match with a quick press. That was probably one of the insane back and forths that we have seen. If there was one more comeback from Kurdecha, it would have probably been the match of the year. But since it was 4-2, well, maybe not quite in that list. But that was domination, man. Not domination, that was a great match. After being dominated by Morozov in the 5th round, seeing him make a comeback, bringing him Morozov back to the center from a losing position. Nobody expected such comebacks from Alex Kurdecha. That was an insane card. Really amazing matches. Please purchase the pay-per-view from the link in the description. Please hit the likes button and subscribe.